Hey everybody and welcome back, unless of course it's your first time here, in which case, hi, nice to meet you. So today in The Sims we are going to be making Sonic the Hedgehog characters as Sims. If you're unfamiliar with Sonic, Sonic is originally a video game about an anthropomorphic hedgehog that has since become kind of a media phenomenon with movies, toys, extra video games, etc. My guess is that most people have probably heard of Sonic. So first and foremost, we're going to make Sonic himself. Sonic's the main character. He's all about speed. He loves to be adventurous, to be like the wind, traveling. Sonic has like a calm, like carefree demeanor, but he can also be impatient, impulsive, short-tempered. So for Sonic, I want kind of like a preppy feel, but like not this preppy. Okay, wait, I kind of like something like this maybe with the waves back. Okay, I honestly think maybe the first hair. Okay, actually, I like this. Do I like that better than the first hair we had? Yeah, I think this is going to be the Sonic hair we go with. And if you're curious, the skin detail that I'm using for all of these Sims is Lemonade by thecat. Okay, I feel like this is fine. And then let's get shoes first. I want like red sneakers to kind of fit what he's normally wearing. Why are we in swimwear? Oh my gosh. Okay, anyway, I think these from Gias are kind of perfect. And then I ideally would want like a blue and tan shirt to kind of represent his body. And this is like my first time making cartoon characters as Sims and cartoons that aren't people. This Letterman jacket's kind of fun. Oh my gosh, and it's got like racing stripes. Wait, I love that. Alright, and then I want blue pants. So they could be shorts, I guess. And I want them to be like somewhat athletic. So maybe then do we do shorts? Yeah, I kind of like that. Like he's gonna go running. Alright, and then I might just give him a gold ring accessory as a nod to the like ring aspect of the Sonic game. Alright, and then this is going to be our final Sonic Sim. Alright, so next we have Tails. His real name is Miles Prower, I guess. I didn't know that. But we have Tails, who's a gentle, sweet, kind, loyal fox. Always has like a positive attitude. And Tails is Sonic's best friend. So he originally was kind of shy and quiet and has now, after meeting Sonic, kind of opened up and been more goofy and himself, things like that. I want Tails to have like Ron Weasley energy. I want him to have hair that's kind of messy. I'm tempted to go with this. No, we're going to go with this. I really liked this one. And then Tails also has red sneakers, which is hilarious. And maybe more like this. I feel like I don't want to give him the exact same ones as Sonic, and I want his to come off just a little bit less cool, I guess. And then I want him to have socks. Maybe just these little Nike ones. And then for Tails, I for sure want him to have orange pants, which I know isn't our most common color. Yeah, maybe not those. Ooh, I almost wonder if I put him in kind of these like nicer pants, because again, I don't want him to be a nerd, but I want him to be just a little bit more like maybe juvenile looking is the right word. Ideally, I want orange and white for a shirt. No. I actually really like this top, but it does not go with the bottoms. This sweater is really, really cute, actually. I think we might just need different pants. And maybe he even just needs like khaki pants. I do feel like the khakis are nice. I think we're going to go with these. And then this is going to be our Tails Sim. So next we're going to be making Knuckles the Echidna. I think I'm saying that right. Knuckles is independent, wild, hot-blooded, tough, and a loner by nature. Knuckles doesn't care a lot what other people have to think, but he's bluntly honest, straightforward, and somewhat egotistical. Knuckles is also fiercely loyal and stoic and dedicated to his job and his duty. Super cool and super determined, even though he can be hot-headed when he's angry. So for Knuckles, I want to go with red hair, obviously. No. Okay, hang on. What about these? I don't know if I'm crazy about the hat. Oh, wait. Okay, wait. Those look really nice. Okay, so we'll do that hair. And then Knuckles has these weird, green, red, and yellow shoes. These shoes a little bit have all three, kind of. Actually, we're going to go with those. And then let's find some red pants. I really don't hate these ones. Although I could also see Knuckles in something like that. Something a little bit cooler. Ooh, I really like the red cargo jean. And then for a shirt, again, we're going to go mostly red. I like this cool aesthetic we have going on so far for him. I'm not mad at something like that because I want it to be like a pure red. I also don't hate this because we have like the white accent like he does on his body. Okay, wait, this is like perfect for him. I feel like Knuckles can have a watch. And then there we go. Here is our Knuckles sim. And he might actually be my favorite so far. Okay, next we have Cream the rabbit. And Cream is kind of princess-like, she's described as. She's very polite, cheerful, soft. She's very sweet-natured, honest, shy, innocent. However, she also is definitely very like determined and brave and loyal with helping her friends. She is a little naive, but she's very like grounded and sensitive, just like very nice rabbit. Okay, so for Cream, I thought it could be cute if we had really big pigtails, like to act like her ears. I mean, these are really cute. Ugh, these are really cute. Is this what we want to go with? Okay, we'll keep these in the back of our mind. This is kind of pretty and could look like ears. I just feel like it's almost too edgy for Cream. Okay, wait. I think this is super cute. I think this really fits her energy. And then what I might do is give her some highlights. Okay, what about if we put this in like orange? Ooh, no. That's way too much. Okay, from the back, I actually like this orange as a highlight. Yeah, okay, wait, that's pretty. And then for lashes, we can use like the Dream Girl ones probably. Maybe just like these ones. And then we'll go into makeup. And I want to give her like orange eyeshadow, ideally. Okay, something like that is kind of pretty. And then eyeliner. I don't want anything super extreme. I feel like that's not really Cream's vibe. And then for cheeks, I do feel like a little bit of blush would probably be good. Is Cream even like young enough that this is cute? I kind of feel like that's too much. And then for lipstick, again, I kind of want to go more orange as long as it doesn't throw like her whole look off. Wait, that's pretty. Okay, that's pretty. And then maybe we just give her like a little bit of lip liner. There, like maybe just this little dark one. And then I feel like she looks really pretty here. And then going down to her outfit, she's wearing like yellow and orange shoes. I don't necessarily want her in heels, just because I feel like her vibe is more like childish. I really like these boots, but I don't know if they're 100% what we're going for. Maybe these, the big chunky platform orange shoes, are cute. And then she's wearing an orange dress. Like, this isn't bad. Okay, wait, I think this is really cute. Okay, let's do this for Cream. And then as far as accessories go, she does wear white gloves. I feel like that looks so silly. Maybe instead of those gloves, we give her like the arm warmers. The arm warmers are kind of weird, but it's helping make her actually look like Cream. All right, so with all that, here's our final Cream sim. I think she is so cute. I just love her. Also, side note, I'm going back in. I kind of feel like Sonic's hair should be a little bit like longer or shaggier, so I think I'm going to switch it to this one. And then also, I think I'm going to switch Cream to this yellow and orange dress instead. All right, and then moving on, we have Shadow the Hedgehog. So Shadow is kind of a loner. He's a natural introvert, pretty blunt, doesn't speak very much. He can be kind of ruthless and merciless at times. He also has like a very sharp wit. He's Sonic's rival, but Shadow also has like his own demons. And I feel like Shadow is definitely one of the cooler Sonic characters, much like Knuckles. Alright, so I want him to have black hair. For some reason, I'm also thinking kind of long for Shadow. I don't hate this hair for him. I wish that it came in like a black and red swatch. I mean, this black definitely looks the best. I wonder if any of the like highlights will work. That one's kind of sick, I guess. Okay, wait, is this kind of a serve? Let's just make sure none of these are any better. Oh my gosh, okay. Maybe it's just because I am too excited to get red in here, but I actually think this looks really cool. I kind of want to go with that. Yeah, no, we're rocking with this, correct? And then per always, I want to go in with shoes first. And he's wearing white shoes. Also, I was kind of thinking about it watching or looking at pictures of Shadow, and they all wear gloves, so I don't know why I made it a big deal that Cream has gloves on, and I don't love them, so I think we're going to get rid of those. Yeah, there we go. I think that looks a lot better. His shoes are like bigger. I might give him these like higher top ones. And then do we have red socks? Yeah, let's do that. And then black pants, obviously. Although maybe let's get a shirt first. I feel like sometimes that's easier. And I'd love if we had black with like a little bit of white or even a little bit of red, honestly. No. I don't think I'm necessarily against him having something a little bit like fancier. But he is more like dark and like brooding. Maybe even this, something with like some rips in it potentially. All right, let's stick with that and then still go black. I have so many of these like cargo type pants that I kind of like for him. Also, we're going to end up changing the shirt because the blacks don't match. I could even have him wear these with like the boxers showing a little bit. I don't know, something about the ripped t-shirt I'm kind of into. I think let's go with this. And maybe we even give him like black nails. Some rings there. I think too, maybe we give him like some eyeliner just to darken it up a little bit. Okay, yeah, I feel like he looks cool and he looks mad. I would maybe want to give him like an eyebrow piercing. Yeah, maybe even just one up there like that. And that's going to be Shadow. I think he actually looks really sick. So next we have Amy Rose, who is bold and fearless, a go-getter that goes after what she wants and lets nothing get in her way. She is assertive and feminine and very open about her feelings and emotions. Amy can also be a little obsessive and aggressive, especially with her love for Sonic. Like, she is kind of relentless in her romantic pursuits of him. So for Amy, I feel like short hair could actually be kind of cute, like a bob. No. Maybe if we find something with like lighter pink hair. I really am not mad at this for Amy. Okay, wait, this one has more of the pink I want. Okay, actually, I feel like this might be the best one we found so far. Maybe let's do this for Amy. Well, I'm between that and this. I'm going to give her this one, I think. And then let's go in, and she does oftentimes have that red headband. Okay, this is the best headband I have, so that's fine. Let's go in and give her some lashes. I feel like I want to give Amy some, like, big lashes. Those are so pretty. We'll see what else we have, though. I feel like, honestly, these lashes are really, really pretty on her. And then we'll go in and do makeup. I think, like, some light pink eyeshadow would be nice. And then for eyeliner, I don't want to do a ton. Like, I feel like that's too much for Amy. And then for blush, maybe we'll make this one, like, a little bit pinker. And then, obviously, we'll stay pink for the lips. Maybe something a little bit more matte. That's too dark. I want like a brighter pink lip. Okay, maybe something like this. And there we have Amy. I also feel like it could be cute to give Amy just like little earrings. Okay, I might do something like this for Amy because the double piercing gives her a little bit of edge. And then for clothes, she wears like red boots. This is kind of the height I'm going for. I think we'll go with these and then get an outfit and see if these need to change. Oh, these are also really cute. Okay, we'll start with this and see. And then Amy's wearing a red dress with white accents. And the dress has a little bit of a bigger skirt. I don't know if I necessarily have anything like that. Definitely not that. I don't know. I kind of like this. Let's go find shoes that actually match. Maybe if we can't find the boot, we can match them to like a heel. Okay, these are like the exact same red. They're like cowboy boots though. I don't really want that. Maybe we just have her wear these like little boots. No, I feel like we gotta go heels. We just do. And then let's get her some nails. I do think white is kind of cute for her. And then here is our final Amy sim. I think she's actually really, really cute. Alright, so now that we are done with Amy, we'll move on to Rouge the Bat. So Rouge the Bat is an enigma, like someone of many mysteries. She often appears as brave, ambitious, independent, flirtatious, and greedy. She is a jewel thief, I believe. She has like a very carefree nature, but she's definitely like calculated and cunning and very smart. Like, she definitely wants the jewels and things for herself. So she doesn't, like, stick to just the side of the good guys or the side of the bad guys. Like, she is kind of in it for Rouge. All right, her hair is going to be white, which I'm actually really excited for. I also want to give her, like, short, medium-ish hair, like, maybe this length-ish. And Rouge is supposed to be, like, this like alluring kind of character, so I want to give her that more like femme fatale type energy. This is kind of pretty. I actually think before we can commit to a hair for her, I want to go in and get her lashes because her character has like massive lashes. Like, I think I might give her these huge lashes. Okay, I think we're gonna go like with something like this for the hair. I think that's really pretty. Okay, and then for makeup, I'm kind of torn between like, do we do something like this for eyeshadow? Or do we do like one of these? Okay, let's do that for eyeshadow. And then for eyeliner, you never do something like really like crazy like this. It's honestly kind of pretty. And then maybe just like a little coloring on the face. And her lips are like pink in the picture. Ugh, also, the more I'm looking at her, the more I feel like we should maybe go with like the bigger eyeshadow. Like, unfortunately, I feel like this is slightly more accurate to what she looks like. Okay, this honestly isn't bad. Like, it's still that bright pink, but it's not like terrible with her face. I think too, we can use a lip liner to make this a little bit nicer. Right, like I feel like that reins it in a little bit. Ooh, okay, wait. What about a really dark lip liner? I kind of think I like it. Let's get her some earrings. And then maybe we get a necklace. Again, I think like a gem is really pretty. Like maybe she stole that. Okay, so now let's go do Rouge's outfit. I don't know how many like jumpsuits I have. I may have a pink like heart looking shirt. Like this isn't like the worst thing in the world. Actually, it's pretty bad. Okay, so I think this shirt actually really looks like the one she's wearing. It is just so cropped that I worry about finding like the kind of pants that I want. And I normally want them all to have like wide leg jeans because I feel like they're really cool. But I think for her, because of the boots, like some skinny jeans or leggings could also be really nice. All the boots that I want for her aren't going over her pants. Okay, I think I'm settled on these shoes and this top, but maybe we take matters to our own hands and do either a skirt or shorts just so we can have like the boots in there the way I want them to be. I do think I liked this one the best, so let's do this for her. Okay, yeah. I think this works. So here is going to be our Rouge the Bat sim. She is definitely the most different from the picture, but I still think like her essence is definitely there. Actually, she's another one that maybe do we give a like facial piercing to? And she loves gems. So maybe that's pretty there. Okay, cool. So next we have Blaze the cat, who's noble and strong and highly devoted to the welfare of her people. Blaze is royalty, so she's quite like stoic and elegant. She's very strong and good-natured. And even though she's relatively quiet and comes off as like distinguished, she also is down to earth and not super focused on her like title. So I think we do long hair. Also, why isn't this Cream's hair? Okay, pause. She has lived so many lives in this little like sim build, but I think that is so pretty. Okay, anyway, going back to Blaze, this is kind of pretty with this like pale pastel-y purple. I also think I want to give her lashes before we do anything. I feel like my sims just like look incomplete without the lashes on. Okay, then I feel like that helps me get like a better sense of hair. I honestly think this might be the one. And then for makeup, let's stay with the same like purple-ish vibe on the eye. And then for eyeliner, again, I want it like pretty sharp for her. Oh, that's really, really pretty on her. And then for lips, you can't really tell. I'm kind of thinking like a deep color for her. Maybe let's do this and see what we can't get for a lip liner. I think that's actually really pretty. Okay, maybe this is what we go with actually for the lips. And then for accessories, I think we keep it simple and just do like a long straight earring. Okay, yeah, I love that on her. All right, so let's get a shirt for Blaze. And this shade of purple is kind of what I like, but none of these are... Oh, that's beautiful on her. Or maybe even like something like this. I actually think this works really well for Blaze because the white kind of looks like the spiky gloves she has. All right, let's do this top and then do white bottoms. I don't maybe hate these. Okay, wait. I think these are the move. I think these look really nice. Okay, and then for accessories, let's just get some nails on her. I might give her like this purplish pink nail actually because it kind of matches the accent on her actual picture. And then for shoes, she's wearing like red and white heels. Okay, I'm looking for shoes that have both. And so far we have are the cow print boots. I kind of like the boots. Okay, yeah, let's do these. And then here we have our final sim for Blaze the cat. And I think she turned out like really beautiful. And those are going to be all of our Sonic-themed Sims. If you like this video, please leave a like or a comment, and subscribe for more videos like this, or if you're interested in my next video, building tiny homes for these Sonic characters. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next one.